Let's look at this example. We are familiar with this example. The example says that the national average gas price of rank 87 is now $2.38 per gallon. Then the cost, which is denoted by X of gasoline, is the function of the amount of Y of gas pumped into a car. So that means we have this equation. So X is the cost, X is the amount of gas, and Y is the cost. So one may draw the function graph as follows. How to draw this function? When we plug in X, let's say 1 gallon, then 1 gallon times the gas price, 2.38, we know that's $2.38 per gallon. So if you have a 1 gallon get into your gas tank, the cost, of course, is $2.38. So if 1 is here, then 2.38 is about this high, so you have this point. How about if you pump the gas about 10 gallon into your gas tank? Then of course that will be 10 gallon, the amount of gas, times 2.38, which is $23.80. And for X equals 15, fill your gas tank up. Then you will spend 15 times 2.38. That's going to be $35.7. So basically, here we can find out the graph. Now, what is the ratio? The ratio in this triangle, right triangle, rise over run, that's PM, that's this height, that's rise, over run, that's OM, that's 10. So it's 23.8 divided by 10, which is 2.38. That's for X equals 10. For X equals 15, the rise over run, the rise is 35.7. That's the rise. Over run is 15, which is still 2.38. So what does this tell us? This tells us that if the ratio 2.38, the ratio 2.38 is fixed, then the ratio will never change. It's going to be 2.38. It doesn't matter if it's this triangle or this smaller right triangle. Okay, that means if the angle alpha is fixed, then the opposite side of this alpha over the adjacent side, this OM in this case is 10, is always 2.38. 2.38 we know is the slope. Okay, but opposite side over adjacent side is fixed rate 2.38. In trigonometry, opposite side over adjacent side is tangent alpha. So this ratio all the time, it only depends on how large this alpha is. It doesn't matter if the triangle is bigger or the triangle is small. The rise over run or the opposite side over adjacent side, this ratio never change. Since this ratio never change, we then define tangent alpha is opposite side over adjacent side. So we then can simplify our case is that we may make this OM be 1. So that means that if both numerator and denominator divided by term, denominator will be 1 and the numerator will be 2.38. That will be this one. Okay, so basically the slope in algebra is actually tangent alpha. Okay, so this tells us very important fact again is when alpha is fixed, it doesn't matter. You have a small triangle, right triangle, or you have a large right triangle, the opposite side over adjacent side, this ratio never change. Okay. Later on, we will consider the opposite side over hypotenuse. The ratio will not change again. Okay. And we'll also consider the ratio the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. The ratio will not change. Okay, so it doesn't matter is a big right triangle or small right triangle. Okay, and we will see the opposite side over hypotenuse will be sine, and then the adjacent side of this angle, the adjacent side of this angle over hypotenuse will not be changed, and this adjacent side over hypotenuse will be defined by cosine. I'll see you next time.